I'm the experiential design section manager within marketing. So I'm kind of a subgroup within Mike's team on the creative team. So super excited you all are here. I actually grew up in Liberty, so I know William Jewell very well. My brother went to Jewell hypothetically in the late 90s, so just a couple years ago. So if you don't know what college looked like in the 90s, here's a screenshot from the movie Clueless. But there's probably not time for this, but I have to do a little tangent here. A few William Jewell stories. Growing up, I was kind of a skater kid, and I got into this thing called freestyle walking. It was kind of a precursor to parkour. And William Jewell had a lot of good handrails, so you had like shoes with grind plates on them, and you'd slide down the handrail. The Pillsbury Music Center. I don't know, do you all know the building? Have you been? There's a handrail right next to it. And when I was 17, that looked like a really good idea to slide down that. But I got off balance, landed on my left leg, dislocated my knee, knee surgery, got a couple screws. I'm fine now. But to end the story now, however many years later, won't do the math. But now I'm married, have a daughter. She's 9, she wanted to do piano lessons, so we heard good things about Pillsbury Music School, so now she's doing piano lessons at Pillsbury, so we're there every week. I think when I first started, I walked by that rail and had flashbacks.
You appropriately walked.
Right. Not freestyle. So, but anyway, sorry, just had to do that little tangent. William Jewell connections, but a little bit about my backstory. So I'm a graphic designer by training, and as a lot of graphic designers, I started out as kind of an art kid, loving drawing and painting, really into comic books and things. I looked at doing a degree in comic book illustration, and then my parents saw the tuition costs for that and said nope, so landed at UMKC, graphic design major. And then all throughout college, I worked also at the UMKC Dental School, and a few years after school, so that was as glamorous as it sounds. But I think that was kind of a point of advice, like where you are kind of in your journey. I think this is weird advice, but kind of start at the bottom. This is a great time to learn your craft. My dental school years, I had to do a lot of teeth illustrations and working with dentists. I had to illustrate all 32 teeth, and the third molar is 3 degrees left, and it was a little painful, but I learned the programs really well. It's called Adobe Illustrator. During the summers, there were no students. I spent those doing Photoshop tutorials. I had to create a lot of really in-depth waiver and dental forms, so I learned. So by my early 20s, I knew all the programs really well. So a job opened up at Burns McDonnell. So my dad is an engineer. He worked at GE for 40 years. So it's like, okay, Dad, I'll give Burns McDonnell a shot. I'll try working at an engineering firm, be there 2 years tops. I've now been at Burns Mac 17 years. So it's a very hard place to leave. Really good benefits, employee ownership. But also, I think working in one company, it doesn't look very exciting on a resume, but I have had 5 different kind of positions here, so kept it really interesting. So started out doing production, became a staff graphic designer, senior graphic designer, just doing a variety of graphic design, websites, flyers, posters, t-shirts, and then became brand interiors manager. That's where I kind of really found my passion. I think starting out, being able to try different things allowed me to figure out what that passion is. So now, experiential design section manager, so I will explain what that means. Okay, so experiential design here at corporate marketing. So here's the team. So myself, Catherine, and Debbie are full-time. Beth is about 80%, and we're going to have Emma join us in June. Emma was an intern this past summer and is signed on full-time. So we have a really great internship program, so something to look at there. But in terms of what experiential design is, I think Mike has a lot of really good charts. I just have one. If you were to chart all the different marketing mediums and tactics, like on a line chart, from digital, ones and zeros and screens, to tactile, like physical, in-person tactics. Experiential is on the far side of the charts. I think the fun thing about marketing is we do them both. I think Bethany's going to talk about some super cool stuff that we do with digital, but so we do a wide variety of things. So we are kind of the physical embodiment of the brand. So our three main service offerings are brand interiors programs. So that's a portfolio of graphics that we offer to all of our different offices to get our key brand messaging out there. I think this room is a good example. This is the Iola Auditorium. There's some photos and info over there of what Iola means. That was our first big project in the early 1900s. So kind of an experience over there. We have the logo on the podium, so different kind of branding in the physical space. And then another big service area we took on this year is trade shows. So we, as a company, do about 250 plus trade shows a year. We're in a wide variety of markets, so always chasing a lot of different work. So doing a ton of different trade shows in different sizes, anywhere from 20 by 30 to 10 by 10s, and we're always trying to do fun things at trade shows. I think if you can, obviously, you want to educate potential customers and clients about what we do, but you also want them to have a good time and be memorable. So we have like a coffee foam printer at one of our trade shows that can actually print a graphic on any drink with foam. So that was a big social media hit. So that's been things we've been looking at. And then kind of the big miscellaneous bucket, branded experiences and just experiential. This can be a variety of things. Like we have a partnership with Science City in Kansas City. So we had a big wedding event. We did a big wedding cake with branded graphics, and that was a really fun event. We do, once again, Science City, we have Battle of the Brains. We do an exhibit every other year. Different branding. We love barbecue here at Burns & Max, so we have a branded barbecue trailer. And also barbecue. This was a few years ago, but we created our own barbecue characters and did full professional mascot costumes. So as you can imagine, those were a big hit, and I think really memorable on all our clients and visitors. So here's kind of a overview of what experiential is, and I think next up is it.